going on, everybody? My name is Biffy and welcome to personality test. We're gonna find out what my personality is. So, I'll put a link to the site down below in the description. I was sneeze. I'm gonna put a link in the description for the website so you can go do this yourself if you want to. And yeah, let's try it. Let's do this. Let's find out what my personality is. So, answer as many questions as possible for the most accurate score possible. The test will take most people about 8 minutes to complete. Okay, so here we go. Instructions for each item indicate how much you agree or disagree with the statement. Try not to think too hard on each statement. Choose what first comes to mind. Avoid answering somewhat too often. Take your time to answer truthfully for the most accurate results. Okay, I like to stay at home. Agree. I don't like to go out like at all unless I absolutely have to. I like to make definite plans when going out. Agree. I don't like to be up in the air. I like to know what I'm doing, when I'm doing, how it's going, what time am I going to be back home so I can stay in home. Refer to question 1. I avoid public speaking whenever possible. Even though the video that you watch and I'm talking to a whole lot of people all day, every day, I'm a very nervous person when it comes to talking to a large group or public speaking. I work best in a group with others, somewhat. Just depends on the people, really. That really determined how my class projects went. Like, if there's a lot of creative people, then I was like, yeah, I can do this. But if it was just like people that didn't care and didn't want to try, or just that are it's really hard for me to mesh with people sometimes. Yeah. Okay. I like to fix things more than I like to try to fix people. Yes. Yeah, sure. I like tests to have essay questions. Disagree. Ugh. Because I like to say why I disagree or agree, but like I don't want to have to write it out. Sometimes I like to be able to say why, but then I just don't want to write it out. I prefer to use logic and reason in my thinking first and foremost. Agree. I don't go in there dumb. I like to improvise whenever possible. Agree. I like to rely on my memory. Ooh, somewhat. I largely accept things as they are. Pretty much. I like to procrastinate. I'll come back and answer this one later. I'm largely uncomfortable with my emotions. Somewhat. Maybe. I'm bored being alone. Disagree. I can chill out by myself and be pretty happy, so not too bad. I like to be focused on the future. Agree. Always looking ahead, dude. I like to follow my head more than my heart. Agree. It depends on the situation, but I don't want to answer somewhat. I feel like that's an important one. I don't know. I think I'll say agree. I like devoting my all to work. Yes. Especially YouTube. I prefer hard data over theory, of course. Theory is nice, but hard data is nicer. I like to think I'm thick-skinned. I like to think it, but I know I'm really not, so I'm going to put disagree. My life is pretty chaotic. Not really. It's chaotic in the sense of like the work that I do and like coming home and doing this and the difference between the two and then throwing in family in between all that and friends and other stuff. It's pretty chaotic, but it's not chaotic in the life of in the idea of like chaos. I want people's love. I want people to like me, but I don't want to like have people like love me. So no. I find it difficult to yell at others. Agree. I don't like yelling. I prefer to stand out. Agree. I like to plan things all the time last minute. Disagree. Jeez. I feel I'm more energetic than laid back. Disagree, bro. I like to tell people what an event meant to me personally rather than describing it. I don't know what that means. I like to keep my room clean. Agree. Even though right now it doesn't look... Well, it still looks pretty clean. It's alright. I got a coffee cup, baby toy, a little bouncy chair, a baby monitor. Can't tell I'm a dad, can you? Parties wear me out pretty quickly. Agree. Even though I don't go to parties. I tend to believe what others tell me wholeheartedly. I disagree. Sometimes there's things that people that I've talked to on YouTube before, like some subscribers of the channel have told me things or stories that I know for a fact aren't true, and they were just trying to get me to feel bad. And that, like, I always try to keep it in the back of my mind. I always give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But it really hurts me and upsets me whenever I know somebody's lying. I would rather just everybody just be truthful with me, and it really sucks whenever this happens. So I like to know the why of things. Exactly. I don't want to just do what you tell me to. I need to know why. Philosophy. I like to keep my options open. Agree. I like to go out rather than stay home. Disagree. I like to perform in front of others. Agree. I know it's like public speaking and performing, they're two different things. Like, public speaking is like you're given a topic or you've got a script and you have to read it out, and I don't perform in that sense, but when you perform something, it's like a skill that you have, and it's like you already are prepared to perform. You know, like if you play guitar or drums, or if you do Let's Plays, like you can't really prepare for that kind of thing, but you already kind of get a good idea of what you're going to do and how it's going to go. So, whenever it's something within my element, I do like to perform in front of others, but public speaking and stuff like that, I don't do so well. So, there you go. I work best when I'm alone, agree. I do like to get people's opinions, though. I'm gonna say somewhat. I like to try and fix people more than I fix things. That's completely the opposite of the question that was asked earlier. Okay. I prefer to take multiple choice tests. I do, because I do better with those. I think logic is sometimes overrated. Disagree. Is math related to science? I like to prepare for things rather than just doing things on the fly. Agree. I mean, I will do things on the fly, but if I have my options, I want to do it on the fly, or not on the fly. I want to do it prepared. What? Morality should be based on compassion. Somewhat. I don't know. I like to make lists to help my memory. Agree. I've got a whole list up here on the board of the videos that I had to record for these 2 weeks. And I gotta draw a line through to make sure I know what's recorded. Everything's color coded. It's all got a thing to it. I'm generally unsatisfied with the way things are. When I'm at work, yes, because there's a ton of stuff. Ugh. But when I'm talking about just everyday life, I'm pretty satisfied with everything because I've got it better than some people do. And that's the thinking that you have to say, I'm lucky to have what I've got, or I'm lucky to be where I am. That's my thinking behind that. I always like to think that way and think of, try to do good for others that aren't, in your position. Not saying I've got it great. I'm like super made or whatever, but, if you got a car and a house and a job and, food on the table, what's not to be satisfied with, I like to get my work done as soon as I can. Agree. I need time to be by myself. Agree. I'm focused on living in the here and now. Yes. I do like to plan, but not that far ahead. I like to listen more than I talk. Agree. Prefer to follow my heart over my head. I know I can't remember what I said earlier, but that's what I feel like now. I prefer theory over hard data. Disagree. I'm easily hurt by others' words. disagree. Like, stuff from YouTube doesn't bother me because it's YouTube. But, like, if somebody says something, like, to me in person, it doesn't hurt me, but it makes me think, why would that person say that about me? Like, what did I do? Or, like, how can I be better? Like, what did I do to deserve this? It doesn't hurt. It just makes me question, like, why did I do? Like, what did I do? You know? My life is pretty organized, somewhat. I always like to get as much detail as possible, yes. I want people's respect more than their love. I somewhat agree. I think you should respect everybody, and whether it's love or respect, I think everybody should have a little bit of both towards all people. You don't need more of one. I think it should be equal love and equal respect for everybody. That's what I think. Don't mind yelling when I need to. I don't like to yell. It's too loud. Plus, I sound stupid when I yell. I prefer to fit in and stand out. Disagree, yo. Alright, I think this is the last one. I like to plan far ahead. No. When I talk about an event, I prefer to keep the facts rather than describe what it meant to me. Yes, because I don't want to be like, man, there was so many good people there, so many whatever, but like, if it was just a small event, and there was like, it was an okay thing, but I met a crowd of people, and it was so awesome, but somebody else said, no, it wasn't that fun, I didn't have that much fun. Because then you're saying what meant to you is what it actually was, but like, you want to stick to the facts. That's all it needs to be. Facts, truth, never lie. Even though that was never mind. I just put stuff wherever. It doesn't need to go in a specific place. Disagree. Ooh. Gross. Everything has a place. Everything. I love and get fired up by parties or social gatherings. Ew. Gross. I'm pretty skeptical about most things. Agree. Whenever I look over and I see there's like a 15 or 20 people in here, I'm like, oh god. Like in the live streams, I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe that's a glitch. It's a glitch. It's a glitch. I like to know the who, what, and when of things. Yes, I do. I said that earlier. Alright. I'm ISTJ. Introverted, sensing, thinking, judging. No, yeah, ISTJ. I'm more introverted than extroverted. I'm more sensing than intuitive. Thinking and feeling, I guess, but more thinking. 31 judging rather than perceiving. I would say that's accurate. I would. The duty fulfiller. Huh. Duty. Serious and quiet, interested in security and peaceful living. Pretty much. Extremely thorough, responsible, and dependable. I am super dependable when it comes to work. When it comes to work, YouTube, and everything else, I will do whatever it takes to be there and get stuff done. Like, I mean, I've called into work before for being sick, but that was just for everybody else's, you know, protection. And, but like, you can depend on me to not lie whenever, you know, it comes to coming to work. Like, you can depend on me to do the right thing. And responsibility, I've always had responsibility with every job that I've ever had. You know, like, I've been a night manager before. Like, when I was like 17, I had the keys to the store and the combination to the safe, and I ran the register. I was the night manager, and I had to take care of all that money. There was so much money there, and like, I was just a stupid 17-year-old kid who's still in high school, and I had a key to the freaking store. It was crazy. So yeah, responsibility. I've got it. And like my other job, I was like, it's crazy. Well-developed powers of concentration. Usually interested in supporting and promoting traditions and establishments. I like, you know, Christmas. All of our Christmas traditions. I don't know if that's like what that means or whatever in establishments. I don't know what that means. Well organized and hardworking. They work steadily towards identified goals. Yes. YouTube especially. Oh my god. I love like making a video or a stream that does really, really well, and I'm like, yes, it's another step. It's another step towards, you know, my goal of like getting a community and doing well on YouTube. They can usually accomplish any task once they have set their mind to it. Exactly. Disclaimer, this is not a diagnostic personality instrument. You should not take these results as anything other than as entertainment or for one's own personal growth and education. So, thanks for watching. I got ISTJ. So, let me know what you guys get. And if you take it, comment down below. See if you agree. If you just think over YouTube by watching me, if this fits my personality that you've noticed. Let me know if you think this is correct or if it's false. Let me know what you get and tell me your story if you think it works with you or not, and if whatever. So, thanks. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for watching this. If you liked it, be sure to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and take it easy. Keep it real. And game on.